Hello everyone and welcome to the map Hard Lead. Today we'll be taking a look at a best of 5 series of professional StarCraft 2. Starting off, map number 1 though, the blue Protoss here in the bottom right. The hero Protoss needs. And the red Terran here in the upper left corner, no doubt enjoying some of the more turbulent cyclonic changes of the balance patch. It is GuMiho. We can hope. Turbulent twister of some of those changes. This is a series taking place just after the balance patch went live, just after the new maps went live, ladies and gents. This is about as current as it can be. Protoss versus Terran, one of the matchups that I think that balance patch, the recent patch, all those changes that went through, was tailored towards. A lot of the changes hoping to help out the matchup. I won't say which way or which side it was supposed to help out, but it was certainly meant to change a few things up, we could say. So far, the build's seemingly normal. Nobody's proxying anything. Nobody's taking an absurd risk here. What is this madness, I say? herO, at long last, sending a probe out. Not to scout, though, just to check around. Make sure nothing tricky is going on here. GuMiho, on the other side. Reaper, expand. Reaper's gonna head across the map. Neither one of these players sending out a worker to scout. How have you been enjoying the patch, the changes? Have you even played at all? Did you even know about all of this that's been going on? If not, I would say, wow, the rock you live under must be even bigger than mine. How dare it. Reaper heads into the natural, just checking the Nexus timing, apparently. Adept is on the way, hoping to perhaps chase the Reaper. While back at home, GuMiho, hard at work, building that factory. The Reaper, Adept, wave at each other, passing by. Apparently mutually agree to not try and wipe the other from the face of the planet here. And here you have it, folks. A no add-on factory. Starting off with a Cyclone. Let's see. What kind of... Oh my god, GuMiho. Really? Not quite a Reaper wall-off yet. Completely understandable with everything being so fresh, so new. And he's just gonna get right back out. Alright, so Protoss players, listen up. Apparently, all of the white bar here is Reaper passable. Make sure you block this off too. Hallucinated Phoenix on the other side going to spot the Cyclone, which undoubtedly hero's saying, of course, it's a Cyclone. So far just one though. Defensive, normal. I'm honestly not quite sure what to expect. There's all sorts of different kinds of players that you see after a patch comes out, after recent changes. You have those that are going all in on the changes and say, I'm only building this new improved unit, or I'm only looking at what's been changed. And then you have the others on the other side of the spectrum that are going, well, I don't like change. Change scares me, actually. So I'm going to try and avoid whatever was changed. I'm going to build what I normally build. Play how I normally play, because that's my comfort zone. And please don't make me leave my comfort zone. It's uncomfortable. Go, yeah, that's kind of the point, isn't it? So far, so normal, so fine. herO heading across with a few Blink Stalkers. Hallucinated Phoenix again going to scout. Blink finishes up, gets the jump on that Cyclone. Gonna pick it off almost immediately. That's a lot of Marines, Batman. The Stalkers do have a bit of an advantage, though. Well, with Stim coming out, that advantage becomes a little lessened. GuMiho says, I will chase you down. Blink, recall, herO. Oh, it's another Stim from GuMiho. That hurts. The Widow Mine drop does kill a few probes, not too many though. Give it time. Just one. herO handling that perfectly there. Only losing one probe in the main base, 4 in the natural, so the damage relatively manageable. Actually, that's been herO's only losses so far. GuMiho heading across the map with the half-health Marines. Observer. Beautiful Observer placement. Gonna spot all this, see it coming out. What's the response? There's one Colossus already on the field. Adept going to give her life for the scouting of this force. Guardian Shield goes out, blinking around, picking off a medevac. Nice shot by herO. GuMiho just gonna have to head home. Clearing out that watchtower, some reinforcements. Just one siege tank. Obviously the newly promoted commander of the operation. And behind this, more racks. So no mass cyclones for game 1, it seems. I didn't know what to expect, especially with these two players. I could have predictions, but it kind of goes out the window when you have, let's go with creatively inclined pro players. You know what I'm talking about. Some of them a bit more creative with the plays and the builds. Single Stalker, spotting the landing of that third base. Dark Shrine is the choice from herO. I'm loving the amount of observers. What is this observer wall? There's only 3? Oh, this one's a Stalker. But still, treating them like overlords. Just spreading them out. A lot of vision for herO, who appears to be stopping at just 3 Colossi. Did he get Thermal Lance? He did get Thermal Lance. So both of them just kind of macroing up, taking the macro turns, getting ready for the impending battle. Ghost Academy to combat the Dark Shrine. Probably not more to just combat Protoss in general. 2-2? Oh no, just one NG Bay from GuMiho. Focusing on those attack upgrades. Gonna leverage that advantage, perhaps get things out a bit quicker. Stalkers blinking forward, the Colossi reveal themselves. Viking production already on the way. GuMiho says you have 3 Colossi. But behind this, it's actually Immortals coming out from herO. Immortals, of course, much better durable backbone of an army there. Adding some much needed anti-armor strength, adding some durability, and one of the best answers to the new Cyclone. If you are someone who is having a bit of trouble, you're a Protoss player, you're dealing with these new Cyclone shenanigans, and you're listening, all the pros are telling you just make Blink Stalkers. Blink Stalkers solve everything. Yeah, if you have 600 APM and are willing to pick off a Ghost. If you don't have 600 APM though, Blink Stalker's a little tougher to leverage, a little tougher to manage. So the rest of us that only have 10 fingers, I recommend Immortals. Always have. I've loved Robo first as an opener in PvT. Always have. It's so safe. It's just so comfortable. Siege tank's gonna set up shop here outside the third base. A few zealots make their way into the natural. Not gonna cause too much damage, it looks like, though. Couple Archons gonna be merged from the DTs. herO? I don't know. I don't think it's enough to just flatten the army with the tanks sieged up. I think you have to kind of leverage a multiple angles or catch the tanks unsieged. Wrapping the stalkers around, actually, to go after the orbital command here. Force a few units to pull back, maybe. Charge zealots. Oh, it is go time. herO says now is the time. Stalkers on the left, zealots on the right. Marines stutter stepping around. The siege tanks are going to be picked off, losing a good anchor. But that's a lot of bio left over. The Immortals nearly failing their namesake here. Pushing a little bit farther forward, GuMiho can now threaten the Nexus. Probes going to be pulled, Stalkers blinking forward, the Vikings targeting down the Colossi. The bio looks like it's the main target for everything else, though. The Colossi are going to be picked off. The Stalker Immortal combo clears the ground army, and now these Vikings have no way home. herO, it's a hold. It's a defense. 17 probes lost in the process, but better than death, I suppose. 8 DTs being warped in. Where are the DTs being warped in? Ah, at the base, just to head out. No prism shenanigans here. Stalker's just testing the water. See, GuMiho actually remembered to re-macro to build replacement units. There is no detection here. Gonna have to force out a scan. Targeting down the planetary fortress. DT Blink is done. Looks like it can just be used as an escape. Choosing to remake Colossi, I agree with the choice. Most of the Vikings were cleared, so with the Viking count being reset, certainly helpful. Is that a medevac just picked up? herO. So confident with these pickoffs. Able to get in, snipe off one unit, losing maybe one Stalker, which at this point in time, ask yourself what is more important. You're buying a little bit of time, forcing some reproduction of said units from GuMiho. Looks like some zealots moving around the left side here. GuMiho's +3 attack finishing up now. Did get the second NG Bay eventually, realizing, I need more upgrades. herO didn't fall to my first 2 attacks. Well, fine, I'll make a few things. There is no way this is going to work out for the Zealots. Liberators. I like the Liberator, the Venn diagram of freedom there. herO going to move in on the other side, though. Colossi and Archons. It's a lot of bio, though, and a great arc. Ghosts do have their EMP. Could use it to flatten a lot of the shields on this army. herO. I agree with the need to spread out. GuMiho splitting up the force pretty well, though. Widowmine. Just sacrifice the Zealot. Okay. EMP, a little bit of a miss. Little quick fire there of GuMiho. The arc is still really nice, though. And that +3 attack did just finish up for herO a few seconds ago. Disruptor goes out, clipping a couple of the ghosts. The Colossi in the back, relatively uncontested. There's just not enough Vikings to deal with them. The splash damage is going to be too much, and herO is going to come out the victor for map number 1. For map number 2, we find ourselves on Alkion, I believe. Still not too sure on that one. Haven't heard an agreed upon pronunciation of that. I like Alkion, though. I know it could be Alkione, Alcyon, Alcyone. I don't know. I like Alkion. Map number 2, though. Map number 1, as I said, relatively calm macro game. It didn't feel like a whole lot really happened until kind of the mid game. We had the strong push against the low ground base of herO. herO this time sending a very fast worker scout across the map, hoping to get the jump on any shenanigans that GuMiho is planning. Is GuMiho even planning any shenanigans? That's the beauty of being an unpredictable player. You're one of those pros that known for doing all sorts of things, which means you kind of have a range of freedom. Not too sure. herO's building placement. He's not going to get the SCV. He's not going to stop the barracks, but definitely a bit rude to these SCVs. herO's building placement here is suspiciously not at the Reaper wall, for perhaps fed up, sick of the catastrophe that happened in map number 1. I don't blame him. It's a Marine first, but a Reaper follow-up from GuMiho. Could be a little bit of mind games in play here. Will the probe survive long enough? Oh, well, the Marine loses sight ever so quickly. The dance. Oh, not going to see the Reaper pop out, which means herO might be thinking it's a Marine first opener. It doesn't really change a whole lot at this point in time, and you can suspect the barracks is still making something. Do you normally make something? You normally open with 2 units? Not usually. Usually it's the add-on. Adept just gonna park at the Reaper wall. The employee entrance jump pad there. The Reaper's gonna be shoot off. I'm sorry. That's concussive. Marauder? Concussive opener from GuMiho? And sending across, at least to the, maybe to the Reaper. How many Marauders is it gonna be? Do you just stop at 2? What is this? Is this aggressive opener? A Hellion? Oh yeah, get a Cyclone in there. That's what the people want. Oracle's gonna... Hallucinated Oracle. I should correct myself there. Hallucinated Oracle's gonna spot this very ragtag mercenary level attack here. herO's gonna fully wall off that natural. Sees the Marauder concussive shell and is probably thinking, oh, how am I gonna deal with this? Second Marauder joins the crew. That building is gonna have to be canceled. Terran now in the natural. There is no battery just yet. It's about to finish up. Marine picked off. Hellion Reaper into the main base, starting to damage a few of the probes. How are the Marauders? They're just damaging the paint on that gateway. Hellion gets a decent shot. 4 probes going to go down. Marauders start to box against the Protoss Stalkers here. Cyclone up the ramp though, starting to deal some damage. This is enough Stalkers though. Oh, and a force field to trap one of the Marauders. GuMiho responds, trying to slow them down. herO is going to completely crush this attack though. The power of a little bit of knowing it's coming. That hallucinated Oracle was a huge win for herO there. Getting to see those forces move across, build the battery in time. herO actually just gonna win, apparently. Decides to bite back, try and get some damage done to the Terran's natural. 10 SCVs have died. And GuMiho says, nope, I think I'll just move on to the next map. For map number 3, we find ourselves going underwater. Welcome to Oceanborn. The Terran player here in the upper left corner, it is GuMiho. He's down 2, he needs some love. Needs some energy. And the Protoss player, the blue probes here in the bottom right, currently at match point. Can he take it home? It is herO. GuMiho, what is this? What is this SCV doing out here? Was GuMiho just hoping to proxy? Hoping to do something a little tricky? When you're down 2? Bit risky. Oh, it's an NG Bay block. Ah, okay. Well, unfortunately, whatever RNG gods most Terrans pray to are not going to favor GuMiho at this current time. That SCV nearly picked off the engineering bay quickly behind it. It's barely a delay. A little bit of mining time, sure. Nothing too major though, nothing too catastrophic. The SCV, with 10 health, doing something. Perhaps just trying to dodge the probe. It's another Marine opener from GuMiho. Ooh, that's a little risky. Starting the CC with the low health SCV. The probe's gonna be picked off, so it's fine, actually. GuMiho, don't shoot your own command center. Orbital command. The Marine mad at the command center. Says, why am I having to clean up these probes, boss? Shoots at the orbital command. Very well. Okay then. Factory reactor on the barracks. CC, another Reaper wall. We'll see if it's well, we won't see if it's successful or not. It looks like it's solid, though. Looks like this one should be fine. Stargate, the tech of choice for herO. Adept on the other side. No bunker. CC's not finished yet. Adept may actually be able to pick off this SCV. Oh, not gonna try though. Go for the Marines instead. SCV is gonna finish up that command center. The factory, it's just starting off with the safety cyclone. Second Adept joins the crew here. And what's that choice going to be from the Stargate? These Marines. GuMiho losing a lot of Marines to start. So far, 4 Marines. There's only 2 on the field. The Marine count reset. Bunker finally going to be started here at the natural, and the Cyclone comes out. Which means herO should probably get out of dodge. The Cyclone. Not gonna chase all the way though. And it is an Oracle from the Stargate. Good for stasis. Pulsar beam, a little bit of harassment. Great for scouting though. Always a good option if you're just looking to gain some vision, track down what your sneaky, shady Terran opponent is up to. More Cyclones I saw? Well, we're about to see whatever GuMiho has. He's going to need it at the front line. The Oracle Adept combo here. Cyclone locks onto one of the Adepts. Not going to do too much damage, though. These Adepts are not mechanical. Focusing down the Mules, a bit of an economic play. SCV's dying. Is that the Oracle way over here? That is the Oracle. Okay. The Adepts are going to be mostly picked off. It's certainly bruised. Second Oracle joins up. Cyclones, just 2. Again, it feels like a safety move. Hoping just for a little bit of defense against things like Oracles. These Oracles could fly in at any moment. Or just make a stasis ward. GuMiho may have seen that actually. It's cloaked though, you know you can't see it all the time, but may have seen it being made. You can see the Oracle going through the animation for that. Using all the energy though. They have 50 energy now, so maybe fine. Decently sized marine cyclone attack here from GuMiho. 1 medevac to keep things healed up, a little bit of stim. Potential SCV scatter in chaos as the 3 oracles fly into the main base. 5 going down and counting here. This is actually amounting to be a lot of losses for the Terran. The question is, what will GuMiho get done on the other side? Will the marine cyclone prove to be a bit too strong? herO does not actually have that much. All of the adepts were lost. It's a few stalkers, a few batteries. Stemming forward though, overcharge used. The pylon's going to be shut down, getting rid of most of the production here. Looks like the SCVs were killed off, but so are the probes. GuMiho stemming forward, cyclones locking on and being picked up into the main base here. Go for more probes. Probes are mechanical, taking that extra damage from those clones. The stalkers eventually going to be able to clean this up, but to the tune of 40 probes killed off. I think this might just be too much damage. herO knocked down to less workers than he started the game with. Oracles do come home. GuMiho is actually going to get these cyclones out of here. Well, not if he plays his cards right. Picking off the oracles that we're following and then picking the cyclone up. Good God, GuMiho. That was a lot of damage. I don't see herO really coming back from that. It was a decent amount of damage done on the other side though. GuMiho, barely not losing that second cyclone, but for winning the game, everything is worth it, right? Golden Aura will be map number 4 for this lovely series so far. herO checking around, perhaps paranoid about what GuMiho may try. Do you think GuMiho may try a proxy? I don't know. Up against match point, to bet it all. Like, I could see doing it earlier in the series when you still have the room to gamble that risk, but to take that level of risk now, you just won a game that was based off of more of a strong timing, getting Stim and the Cyclones together, meanwhile not dying to a few oracles. I think you just try and play it as you would normally. I don't think you take a huge risk. You definitely need to stop this probe, though. Quit having the depot do push-ups. Probes, am I right? Barracks is going to finish up. Marine is the choice, yet again. Help get a jump on the Marine count. We'll see if it's a Reaper follow-up, too, though. herO's not just blocking a command center. herO is hunting SCVs. Even taking a shot at the Marine. The probe should eventually be picked off. The question is how much will be scouted in the meantime. Gets to see the factory go down. Sees that mule called. Not gonna... Well, you see the command center. Yeah, the command center is going to be spotted as well. So, herO just gets to see everything. Even regen a little bit of shields on the probe. Will be destroyed. Just in time for the Zealot to make its way across the map, though. And GuMiho has not spotted anything here. It is an Adept and a Stalker follow-up. The Zealot is actually just going to park itself in the pocket of the Natural, perhaps. Wait for reinforcements. Might go all together at once. Or yeah, we're just going to go with the Adept and the Zealot. Okay. Well, the Adept can shoo away any defending Marines or repairing SCVs. The Zealot itself isn't really a threat, as long as you have a wall. Hellion's going to come out, start to take some shots at the Zealot. Repairs initiated. The Adept not going to finish that shade. herO, just trying to be a problem. Just being annoying here. I don't think herO expects to win with whatever little attack this is. It's barely gonna phase the landing of the CC. GuMiho's gonna lower that depot. Let the command center take a few hits. herO not gonna block it, though. Lets it land. The Marines, Hellions, the defensive Cyclone out yet again. Starting to focus down the Stalker. He's gonna get that Stalker. Almost losing the Cyclone in the process. But it's worth clearing. GuMiho, actually flawless so far. An excellent defense. Gonna send out a Marine drop. What will be the defense? Good God, this SimCity. herO, what is this? So that's a full wall. You gotta go around. Marine's gonna drop outside the base. They do not have stim though. No stim, no shields of course. A little bit of a deviation from the previous games here. GuMiho actually getting a Raven with, this is Interference Matrix, guys. This is the new icon for the upgrade for Interference Matrix. So, a little bit of a blast from the past, you know, a few days ago, a week or two ago, when Ravens were the thing, were the norm. Get to see a Raven in play for map number 4. Stalker's gonna pick off that Hellion, will not find any opening, any damage there. Now the choice to go Raven, and what's looking like Raven tank, means GuMiho is gonna have to wait probably a couple of minutes before actually getting to move out, because the Raven tank push is a bit of a slower way to go through the TvP. I like it. I like it though. Having the siege tanks as an anchor, the Raven to help control some of the battlefield. You can Interference Matrix of course, but you can also just throw down some auto turrets. They're great damage, temporary existence though, help with zone control. The Prism juggling as best the Prism can. The Stalkers do have Blink as well. Blinking forward, actually going to try and pick off the siege tank. Raven's going to throw down those auto turrets. The Stalker's a little bit pinned. Some of them going to be picked off. Having to blink out. Very injured, though. And the Raven, a little bit of a miss micro there. A little bit of a control mess up. Going to be lost. herO might... Is herO wanting to just keep the tank count low? Or just keep the everything count low, it seems. herO looking to play this aggressively, rather strong and confident. SCVs had to be evacuated, the tank not budging. And without stim, it's a little tough for the Marines to do things themselves. You might have to just pull the boys. Pull the boys to defend your own natural. Tank inching forward. Takes a shot at one of the Stalkers. herO respecting the siege tank. You don't want to just sit in tank fire. Perhaps that's why the initial tank was picked off. GuMiho had that first tank up here. Having to replace it with the second tank gives herO that opening into the natural. Oh, blinking forward into 2 tanks though. Risky. Greedy. These Marines gonna pick off 3, 4, 5, all of the Stalkers that initially blunk. The past tense. SCVs pulling out their knives and their shivs to deal with the Stalker shenanigans here. Yeah. Is herO overstaying his welcome at this point? It feels kind of like it. I don't know though. I mean, keeping the tank count low kind of prevents GuMiho from moving out at this point. It's tough to say. Shield's gonna finish up. Marauders join in the crew now. Prism juggling. Well done by herO keeping all those Stalkers alive. Back at home, herO knows a push is coming. herO knows GuMiho wants to move out, wants to try and get some damage done. So what's the play? It looks like it's been Archons and charge. Couple of Immortals too. I like the addition of the Immortal. Immortals, I think, are grossly undervalued, underappreciated. Everybody's like Stalker Micro because they're flashy, they're fast, you can do lots of things with them. Or they go the other way, splash damage all the time. We need Storm, we need Colossi, we need Disruptors. Sometimes you just need a hardy force to move out onto the map and just punch the Terran. Immortal actually going to have Interference Matrix cast and then immediately picked off, which makes me look like an idiot saying how good Immortals are. The SCVs? Not quite with the army, but they're trying to come in after the Immortal. The Terran army does recoup with the SCVs. The Prism Protoss army over here is actually just going to commit. And we have a base race on our hands, it seems. The SCVs scratching the paint to death on the gateways. Stalker, Archon, Immortal combo here. Prism for reinforcements. 29 SCVs and falling. The buildings. Do you just lift? I think you just lift. Yeah, everything lifted up. We are evacuating, getting out of here. GuMiho tearing through the Protoss base. Get that wall down. Get up into the main base. Things are looking... I don't know. Are things looking better for the Terran? I do kind of like GuMiho's position just because the buildings can fly. herO is opting to remake a Nexus down in the bottom left here. Losing everything in the main base though. No option for a recall. The probe's not going to be able to get out. 51 probes and counting. Down to 10. Where are the 10? Are they all... Oh! herO got them out in a prism. 6 of the probes gonna make it out in the prism. Few of them at the bottom left here. The Stalker's gonna pressure the buildings as they're flying away. I feel like going for the orbital would have been the move here. GuMiho can't really make anything right now anyways. The Rock's proving to be quite the detriment to the Protoss, who's gonna stumble into the Terran's army, have to back up immediately. I agree with the choice. Oh, Prism showing itself. The rest of the Protoss forces, you can barely see the Archons against this blue background, I know. Rest of the Protoss force is going to join up here. GuMiho lands in herO's old main. Very good. I definitely like GuMiho's army more. If this comes to a fight, I think GuMiho should have it. It depends on the positioning, I suppose. Can the SCVs actually get in front and do some distracting? Let's find out. The Archon's going to evaporate quickly at the front line. Zealots following suit. 15 SCVs go down, but the SCVs did their job. They bought some time for the army. Probes gone. Archons evaporated. Stalkers are the only thing left. And I think this is just too much Terran. GuMiho has done it. I think we're going to map number 5. A beautiful game. A little bit of a base race between these two. Things get hectic. Things get crazy. For the grand finale, we find ourselves on the map Hecate. The blue Protoss here. Took a quick first 2 games. Been struggling ever since though. Can he finish it? Can he close it out? It is herO. And the red Terran fighting back with strong energy and even stronger Marines. It is GuMiho. What awaits us in this match? It's been a bit of a A little bit of different stuff every game. I expected to see more cyclones. With the patch change and all of the various topics of conversation that have come out since then, I expected to see a little more from GuMiho. We'll see. But I think it could be in this game. Things could change. Things could happen. herO showing Protoss not quite out of the run just yet, though. herO definitely showing some strength. Here on Hecate, who shall prevail? Will it be a Marine opener yet again from our Terran? No, Reaper opener. CV. The workers come to blows. Nexus core blocking off that employee entrance. Is it though? Is it blocked off? Can we really know for sure? The probe not actually going after the SCV, perhaps wanting to just see what comes out from the barracks? Because I don't think herO... Well, herO really didn't even go up into the main base. Didn't check the gases. Oh, Reaper is going to make its way out of the barracks. Immediately checking around, actually making sure the probe wasn't up to no good. Both of these players respecting each other. Very respectful. The other could be doing shenanigans at any moment. Drink reminder, stay hydrated, guys. It's been a series. It's been a heck of a series. An entertaining one for sure, no matter who takes it at this point. herO. Safety battery, I agree. Have to. Might be wanting to skip on it, to not commit to defenses. I assure you guys, it's a good idea. Treat your bases right. Get a battery. Doesn't have to be a cannon, but get a battery at least. Factory's gonna sit on the reactor. Is it time? Oh, it might be time. Double cyclone production coming on. The Reaper? I don't know. There has been no scouting from GuMiho. Initial scout's gonna be just now the tickle beam against the Reaper. Cyclone's gonna spot and eliminate the hallucinated Phoenix in the middle of the map. herO might be in a little bit of trouble there. Losing out on some vision. Adept, not going to finish. It's not worth killing the Reaper to lose that Adept. I agree. Protoss. Not a lot of options for early map control. Things are a little more expensive, a little bit bigger of an investment. At least until the Stalkers and Blink are done. Oh, the Reaper's gonna get away. The 3 Cyclones moving around. Adept did commit to the Shade. Might not be going for damage though, might just be going for information. Forcing the Cyclones home though. It's gonna complete the Shade. Into more Cyclones though. Oof. And it is more Cyclones. Indeed, get ready for a turbulent twister of a Terran composition here. 2 more factories. Yes, please. One of them's on the tech lab, undoubtedly for the movement speed upgrade, aptly named Hurricane Thrusters. I like it. Stalkers moving across. Might go up against these Cyclones here. GuMiho's got a great spot at the top of the ramp though, and a jump on the Stalkers. herO not quite ready, not quite paying attention, gonna lose one right away. I think this may actually just be too many Cyclones. herO gonna have to micro to his best ability. Prism here to help out though. Breaks those lock-ons for just a fraction of a second. Switches targets. Perhaps saving an injured Stalker. Oh, it's a siege tank. We're not going for the thrusters just yet. Okay. I like the line setup here. Positions is key. Lock-ons go out. One of the Cyclones going to be picked off. herO just trying to chip away. You're trying to nickel and dime the Terran here. We've seen a number of different answers from people come out for the Cyclones. You have Blink Stalkers, of course, Charge Zealots, Immortals, Thermal Lance Colossi is an option too. That was Infernal Pre-Igniter. Well, Cyclone's gonna make their way back up to the main base, pick off a couple of Stalkers. herO gonna have to blink out. Cyclone Siege Tank. The mech army versus Protoss people were hoping for. The DT walking its way in like he owns the place, goes for the siege tank, scan in the main base gonna be prevented. The DT will pick off that siege tank, which gives Stalkers a little bit of an opening. The Prism could warp in more DT. herO, fantastic with the Blink Micro. This is how Blink Stalkers can work. You need to keep things alive though. Picking off injured Cyclones, blinking away, nickel and dime, like I said. Goes for just the SCV, forcing out a scan. Another DT in the main base. There is a turret already made up here though. DT is going to pick off that Cyclone. And then start to take out his anger on the depot. An intriguing choice. Gonna be picked off. SCVs pulled for repairs. The depot shall not burn this day. Behind this, what's herO doing? Charge, DT blink, Immortal production, 5 more gates. Blinking up into the main base yet again. Again, Infernal Pre-Igniter. Why? I feel like it's a misclick. Because there's been no upgrade. He hasn't gotten the Cyclone upgrade. Why Infernal Pre-Igniter? Now, there are Hellions being made now, so maybe it was intentional. It was intentional. Some Hellions made their way across. Some force fields gonna try and stop them. Gonna get a few probes for their troubles, though. 10 probes in total. Brought all the Stalkers back home, though. Ah, here we go. Get them both at the same time. Now I know it's not a mistake. Infernal Pre-Igniter and Hurricane Thrusters. GuMiho's been switching more into the siege tanks, though, recognizing the Stalkers are just being a bit too annoying. And they continue to be so, blinking and picking off all of the siege tanks. Immortal's here to help out. An additional Stalker warp-in is gonna force out some chat and a GG from GuMiho. herO going to prove the victor of the series. Ending the series, GuMiho admirably in a mass cyclone mech potential transition there, but herO just a bit too good with the Blink Stalkers. I like the addition of the Immortals in there too. I could definitely vouch for that. An entertaining series. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.